Today's Chiefs Report is presented by Manscaped. If you're looking to up your grooming game, you males out there, Manscaped is the place to go. Get 20% off with our promo code Chiefs when you go to manscaped.com. That link and promo code in the description and comments of today's video. We're still live here at Radio Row as the Chiefs and Eagles set to take off in Super Bowl 57 on Sunday. Coming up later in the show, Chase Sr., our Eagles host, was able to interview Dr. David Chao, a.k.a. ProFootballTalk on Twitter. He's a great follow. Go check him out. And he offered some insight on Patrick Mahomes' high ankle sprain, Jalen Hurts' shoulder injury, and how those could impact their play on Sunday. Really insightful stuff, so stick around and make sure to watch that. That's why you subscribe to the channel, because we're bringing you guys the latest and greatest Chiefs news and rumors, key ingredients for this matchup on Sunday. Lots of news and notes between now and Sunday, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Now, before we get to game-specific stuff, let's get into some rumors. Is Eric Bieniemy set to leave this coaching staff after Super Bowl 57? ESPN's Adam Schefter reports that the Commanders and Ravens are still heavily interested in Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy to become their offensive coordinator. Now, again, this would not be to leave to become a head coach. This would be for an OC opportunity, but something feels different. It feels like Eric Bieniemy is going to leave after this year. Not because the Chiefs wouldn't have him back. They're back in the Super Bowl. Obviously, the fit is there, but maybe sometimes things run their course. And for Eric Bieniemy, at this point, with how many jobs he's interviewed for, I think it's half the teams in the league over the last several years, he may just have to prove it somewhere else. It's unfortunate for him because this Chiefs offense, without Tyreek Hill this year, hasn't missed a beat. Led the NFL in scoring, led the NFL in yards per game, pass yards per game, second and third down, second in red zone touchdown conversion rate. This is an offense that has been excellent and has improved this year and continued to add and reinvent itself during the Patrick Mahomes era. Here's my take. If I'm Eric Bieniemy and I don't think I can get a head coaching job, maybe the Colts have some interest still. I doubt it. It doesn't sound like they're going to hire him. Win this game, obviously focus on Sunday, and then go prove it elsewhere. Take the Commanders' job. Take the Ravens' job. I'd probably take the Ravens' job if it's there. Go coach Lamar Jackson if he doesn't get traded, and prove you can be a high-level OC elsewhere. If you can do it somewhere else, I think at that point teams are going to have to be more interested in his services as a head coach of their franchise. It's a chance, it's a risk to leave Kansas City and all this talent you've got, but if you have aspirations of being a head coach, you may have to change it up if you are Eric Bieniemy. Now, will Bieniemy leave the Chiefs after the Super Bowl? Type Y for yes, type in for no. I just get this inkling that he's going to leave and try a new opportunity. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Now, from one Chiefs coordinator to another, does Steve Spagnuolo want to be a head coach again? He actually talked about that on Wednesday here at the Chiefs media availability and mentioned, I do still have desires to be a head coach once again. Part of the quote he said was, second time around, coaches tend to do better, which that makes sense, right? You learn a lot from the first time, kind of can start to correct those mistakes. And, you look at his tenure with the St. Louis Rams, didn't go well, obviously. 1-15, you thought they were gaining some momentum in 2010 when he went 7-9, but then fell back to 2-14. It was a really rough stretch there in St. Louis. Went 1-3 as the Giants interim in 2017, but 11-41 overall. That's a pretty rough record for Spags. And look, I don't know if it's the case for Spags, but some coaches are just coordinators. I think we've seen that play out over time. Todd Bowles might be an example of that. He's undergoing his second chance right now, and the Bucs massively underachieved this year. I'm not saying that's on Todd Bowles. I'm just saying some guys aren't meant to be head coaches. So, if you look at Eric Bieniemy and Steve Spagnuolo compared, I'd almost rather take a chance on Bieniemy, right? Because we haven't seen him be a head coach. If I'm a team, I don't know if I'm hiring Steve Spagnuolo to lead my entire franchise. Run my defense? Yeah, he's been pretty good for the Chiefs. Some ups and downs for sure, but I think all things considered, it's been a successful tenure. Obviously, his defense was critical in the 2019 season to win a Super Bowl, and the defense has been really good this year in the playoffs too, especially with how young this secondary is. Now, who do you guys think is the better overall coach? Do you think it's Eric Bieniemy? If so, type EB. If you think it's Steve Spagnuolo, type SS. Which coach do you think is better and maybe more deserving of being an NFL head coach, in Bieniemy's case for the first time, or in Spag's case for a second time? Now, today's show is sponsored by Manscaped, and they recently started selling beard products, and I, for one, could not be happier. That's right, our friends at Manscaped have gone from Balls Mafia to Beard Mafia in 2023 to keep you well groomed from head to toe with their brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. In this package, it all starts with the Beard Hedger. This cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel of 20 hair cutting links, all with one guard, so no more rusty drawers full of extra add-ons. Sculpt your beard to a championship level this season with Manscaped and tame your mane by going to Manscaped.com. You can use promo code Chiefs to get 20% off. Manscaped is the ultimate franchise player this playoff season to take your beard to the promised land with the brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. This package has made it easier than ever to craft your signature look and is a premium beard sculpting machine. It comes with a lot of products: beard shampoo, beard oil, beard conditioner, a couple of free additions as well. Get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to Manscaped.com. I'm a huge fan of this product. As you guys know, I'm a big beard guy, and it's really taken my beard grooming game to the next level. So for you fellas out there looking to kind of up your beard game, look no further than Manscaped. Manscaped.com, promo code Chiefs. That is going to get you 20% off. All right, I mentioned it at the top of the show. Chase Sr., one of our hosts here at Chat Sports, covers the Philadelphia Eagles. He was able to catch up with Dr. David Chao on Radio Row here in Phoenix, as he was able to provide some injury analysis on Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. I think you'll hear about Hurts first, so here's the clip between Chase and Dr. David Chao.
To the Super Bowl 57 matchup, you have two quarterbacks who are a little bit banged up right now. You have Jalen Hurts with the shoulder, Patrick Mahomes with the ankle. When you saw Hurts go down against Chicago about a month and a half ago, I thought it was scary at the time. Looked as though it could have been a collarbone injury potentially. He misses some time, but anytime a defensive lineman goes full weight on a quarterback's throwing shoulder, it kind of makes you cringe a little bit for fans of that respective team. Do you think that Hurts right now is 100%? Because it doesn't look as though he is in terms of throwing the football downfield.
He's a lot closer to 100% than Patrick Mahomes is on his ankle. And we've been optimistic on Patrick Mahomes. For the AFC Championship game, we gave him a Sports Injury Central 6 score of 84% effective. And a QB rating of 105.4 probably backs that up. And Mahomes will be better this week. But Hurts, we're actually not worried about at all. First of all, yes, he talked about soreness, but, it's the game of football. If it really were bothering him, would he even bring it up? I mean, he would just say, no, I'm fine. Patrick Mahomes last week before the Bengals game said, FP, I'm fine. He wasn't 100%, right? You downplay that. The other reason is people get caught up in the stats, okay? When you play, no offense, the 49ers got injured. Are you going to be throwing the ball or even exposing your quarterback to runs and hits in the second half of that game? That game was lost and out of hand. Look, it was 2 blowout games. The Giants 38-7 and the 49er game blowout. So Jalen Hurts didn't get to show his stuff. His numbers don't look that good, but I don't think that's the shoulder. I think he's fine and healthy. If you look at other examples, when Tyreek Hill dislocated that joint in 2019, he missed 4 games and came back week 5. In the next 5 games, he got 527 yards and averaged 17 yards a catch. And that was a dislocation. This is not a dislocation. I get that's a wide receiver. This is a quarterback. But I think he's fine. I think it's game script that's made his numbers not look that good. My bigger worry for Eagles fans related to Jalen Hurts is rust. He's a young quarterback who didn't play the last 3 weeks of the season, then a bye week, and then in 2 blowout games that maybe he wasn't fully pushed or tested. That's my worry more than the SC joint.
How about Patrick Mahomes, though? You alluded to him maybe not being 100%. Andy Reid said as much this week, but you think that he's more banged up than Jalen Hurts. What leads you to believe that?
Well, I mean, it's a high ankle sprain. He's limping around. There's no way he's going to be 100% in himself. But the reason why we've been so optimistic on Patrick Mahomes, even, in the previous game, is he's a unicorn in the way that he makes off-platform throws. He's not a drive off the back leg and a mechanics guy. When he's healthy, he often wrong foots, jump passes, sidearms footballs, and makes completions. But we don't think he could last time against the Bengals drive the ball down the field, and he didn't. He threw underneath. He's going to be 50% healthier after these 2 weeks. But there is a chance of re-aggravation if he gets landed on. But his ankle, although we think he'll play well if he stays away from aggravation, is still more injured than Hurts' shoulder at this point in time.
Thanks to Dr. David Chao once again. You can give him a follow on Twitter at ProFootballTalk. Provides really good insight, especially on the NFL, but other sports as well. Interesting to hear him say that he actually thinks Mahomes' ankle injury could be looming and not bad, but a little worse than people say. Look, it's a high ankle sprain, but I'm still fairly confident and hopeful that he'll play well. Did play well against the Bengals with it, but obviously there's always a chance to re-aggravate it if he does get rolled up on. How effective do you think Mahomes will be on Sunday? Scale of 1 to 100 down below. Kind of, think of it as a percentage. Like, is he going to be 90%, 85? I think at 85 to 90, I think he'll be mostly effective. Obviously, he'll potentially take some sort of a pain shot before the game. We'll have to wait and see. Scale it from 1 to 100 and let us know. One other injury update to briefly hit on is Kadarius Toney. He was limited in practice on Wednesday. The thought is that he'll ramp up a little bit more throughout the week. We'll see how involved he gets today at practice. Everyone else is a full go, though, including Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, not everyone's 100%. Juju's banged up. Mahomes obviously banged up. But Toney should be trending towards playing on Sunday. We'll see how effective he is. Obviously, you want to have as many bullets in the chamber if you are Kansas City. And for Philadelphia, they're fully healthy. So could be a Super Bowl that all of a sudden, mostly healthy between the two teams. And I think that's why having the extra week between Conference Championship Week and Super Bowl Sunday is just best for the league because it gives you the best possible product on the field. All right, that's going to do it for today's Chiefs Report here at Radio Row in Phoenix, Arizona. Be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications as we'll be bringing you more content throughout the week leading up to Sunday. I'm Harrison Graham signing off here from Phoenix.